and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Monday the 26th of April 2021 and we're on episode 59. Anywhere you can find me is down in the description box, but I will say I am more active on Instagram. Facebook, occasionally, like I'll put up today that this video's gone live, and you know, if I have any questions or any comments, I always answer them. But you know, I am more active on Instagram. Also down in the description box, I do put I don't put links because I ain't got that clever yet. I am getting there, but I do actually say what companies I talk about, or what yarns, or you know, and so on. They're all listed, all the things underneath where you can find me. And I put it underneath as what I have mentioned, so it's all under there. Right, okay. It's been a busy week as always. I have got so much done. I have got all finishes. I've got no works in progress. They're all finishes. And yeah, it's just been amazing really on how things have just rolled out continuously. And obviously I've been making stuff for the Etsy shop as well. And I'd like to say a big thank you to everybody that supported the update that I did last week. Also, I'd like to say hello to everybody, and I've got some new subscribers as well, so I'd like to say hello to you too and welcome to the nothing else really. it's yeah, it's different. I will say that, but oh dear, as you can hear, I'm a bit croaky. I have woke up this morning feeling a bit bleh. They're messing around at the moment with one of my medications because of my situation that I've got. And it's, wow, it makes me so tired. Really tired. They did knock me for 6 really. And this morning I've woken up with this. Makes you laugh though, because my Rebecca phoned me this morning. She went, oh mum, she says, I'm all stuffed up this morning. I went, oh right. We always do things in pairs, us two. always. So, yeah, you know, I still ain't going anywhere, you know, it's still being indoors, but, you know, I'm okay with that. So, yeah, but the weather's nice. It's supposed to rain on Friday, I think, which, to be honest with you, is quite good showers, I think, because we just haven't had any rain for weeks and everything is blooming and that. And, you know, it's, yeah, it's, it needs it. Also, at the end of the video, you always know, at the end of the video, I always put some pictures and music like I do at the beginning. And now right at the end, it's up to you if you want to look. But my lovely brother, he's the baby. And he's an amazing guy, really. I always say he's a big guy because he is a big guy, but he's got a big heart to go with it. So, hi, Jace. Well, Diddy, because he doesn't like his real name. No, but what him and his friend did last week, which I thought was really amazing, is that they actually had their chest waxed, and they raised £500 for cancer research. I'm not going into too much details, but a few years ago I actually had chemotherapy, 6 months of chemotherapy for a very rare cancer. And he wanted to, you know, like, you know, do something and give something back. And I'd like to say I was so proud of him, so proud of him. So at the end, he has sent me a full video, but it is quite long, and he has given me permission. So what I've done is I've screenshotted a couple of bits, and there's just a couple of photographs of him right at the end of him actually having his, you know, doing his bit for cancer research. So yeah, I'm really proud. Okay then, right. As I say, there's not much. Let's see what we've got written down here. Yeah, there's, you know, not much, as I say, been going on really, just crafting, as you can imagine. And obviously, you know, I have, like, was it yesterday or the day before, I just had to go to bed in the afternoon, and I very rarely do that, but I just had to. I just getting so tired with these tablets, that's all. But they'll all work themselves out anyway. Right then, that's enough of that. Okay, as you can see, she is finished, but I will talk about her in a mo. On my list, first of all, I have got my socks, and I got the pair done. So let's have a look. I'll recap again quickly on the yarn. This was a present from my lovely friend Debbie for Christmas, and it's the Cashmere Luxury Socks by Rico, and it is obviously 100 grams, 4 ply, 65% virgin wool, and 25% polyamide and 10% cashmere. They are the softest. I did long socks, and I've got this ball left, so I reckon if I added something to this now, I could quite easily get a pair of shorties out of that, quite easily. And here's the pair. The only thing I will say is on this one, which is the second one, this side here, I love the way the stripes go, but here I got a bit of pooling, so I don't quite know what that's about. But this one, there's a tiny little bit there, but you still got the line, so it doesn't notice as much. But as I say, you know what I mean. It's just, where was it? It's gone. Here. So I got it here and here. But anyway, you know, they're both finished. I am so chuffed with them, as I say, and they're so soft. I've definitely got to see what other colours that they do come in. I really do. So this is my vanilla recipe. So it's 2.25 DPNs, 64 stitches. I do a 2x2 rib because that is my favourite, and I do 15 rounds here, 70 rounds here down to there, then a normal I always get it wrong, heel flap and gusset, and then I've got obviously this, and then I've just got a little tiny little wedge toe which I Kitchener up. So yes, I love these, and I am so pleased that I got them finished. Right then, we'll go into the dress now, because as I say, I've got everything's just been finished. Oh, hold on please. I did quickly get the pattern out, and it's lovely to see. I got a message from a lovely lady, I'm ever so sorry, I can't remember your name, saying that she managed to find one of these second hand. I think it was on eBay or somewhere. So definitely a pattern worth getting. I love making this pattern, I really do, and yes, well worth it. So it's the Eden set. Now this would have been free in Simply Sewing, so I don't know if you could contact them and see if they do have one. I don't know. I actually got this from, as you know, my local charity shop, and I think it was like 50p or £1 or something like that. And I say this is the third dress I've made from this, and I've got some more fabric down there to make another one. But the other two are in summer, where this is like an all-rounder, what I call an all-rounder. I always trace out my patterns because I'm a stinge. I don't like cutting away sizes. So I just trace them. If you can't get hold of pattern paper, years ago I used to use the what's it called, the greaseproof paper, and just tape it together. That's what I used to do when I was younger. So okay, on this dress then, I have taken a couple of snaps of photographs for you at the beginning, so I'll pop those in. I have added an extra pocket here, as you see, and as I said last week, I think, at the back I don't do hook and eyes, because it does say about a hook and eye, and I know that this will fit over my head with it without the hook and eye, because I've got, you know, I've got all this and it catches here, and it gets all in a tangle and I can't bear it. So what I always do is I just put a little tiny stitch there, and then I bought a decorative button, and I managed to find that little heart there, and I've already found one which will match. I've got a little flower which will match the other one. So it's obviously all gathered here around the waist, just little sleeves. The only thing I will say I do, if you have an overlocker, like I'm lucky enough to have an overlocker, or even if you've got a sewing machine that does a zigzag stitch, it will work. Now they will say on the pattern for your hem and your sleeves, turn up, and you have double the amount of fabric here. In my opinion, it's too bulky. And then I like my dresses over my knee or on my knee, not above them. So you're taking a lot off of the length, in my opinion. And do I really want to get everything out in length in the pattern where it's only because they make a big hem on it? So what I always do is I overlock the edge all the way round, turn it up once. All I do, so there's no bulk, you see, it's as flat as anything. And here I do the same on the bottom. I just overlock it all the way around. It's quite fun actually overlocking that all that distance all the way around. If you notice, it is supposed to do this. You have the back here that will lay actually in the centre here of your back, and then it goes up at the front, and that's what gives it that lovely shape. And I just love this style dress. Now, why I've done it in this chambray is I've had the idea for ages now, is in the summer I can wear this with my tan sandals. In the winter I can wear it with my woolly tights, and even with a long sleeve t-shirt underneath, or a little cardigan, because I've got a little cardigan that will go with this. So I'm really pleased. I'm hoping to get the other one cut out, because the other one has got like flowers and leaves and that on. I'm hoping to get that all cut out. The fabric, I know I have mentioned this before, I got this from the online pound shop. If you Google that, it will come up here in the UK. It is brilliant. This fabric is it a 58 wide, I think, or something like that. £4 a metre. That's all it is. I've got a chunk of it left, as I showed last week, so I could make a couple of bags or something, or bases or something like that of the bags. And you know, pre-wash it. There is a bit of leakage, but you get that with chambrays and some denims anyway, so that's nothing unusual. It is good quality for £4 a metre. It is good quality. It really is. I am chuffed with it. I will say the only thing is, which is puzzling, while I was sewing it, and I know you know, if you're dressmaking or anything, you put right sides together. I did end up with a little bit of blue fingers. I've got no blue on my sewing machine, no blue anywhere else. I just got it on my fingers. So, but I always wash them again anyway after I've made them, just to, you know, because I've been up here handling the fabric and so on. So I give them another good wash. And yes, I am actually happy. Also, what I do, which it doesn't mention in the pattern, I always do a row of stitching around the neck to help that, because you understitch it anyway. And so I always do an extra one around the neck, just the width of the foot really, you know, so it's not even 1/4 of an inch, just to make it look, lay flat and make it look tidy. But yes, I am really pleased with the way this has come out. Really pleased. So as I say, hopefully I will have the second one. I'm hoping to have it cut out at least, ready for next week. Okay, then that's the dressmaking done. Oh, and the socks. Right, so now we will go into the quilting. I managed to only get one block done this month, but one block is better than there's no block at all, I say. So, off my quilt, let's get this. And I did the kettle. I am so pleased with the way it turned out. So now I've got two flower ones, and now I've got a kettle. And next week, because I'm trying to do these on a Sunday, because I work up to obviously to Monday afternoon or Monday morning, depending on what shift Glenn's on, is recording. But I've already been up this morning and cut out some stuff to start making for tomorrow. So, you know, it's all going, it's all, oh, how do I put it? I have it all organised, basically, all routined like I normally do. And on a Sunday I try and do either 1 or 2 blocks. And I was really pleased with this kettle, really pleased. And next week I've already, because let me show you, I haven't even shown you where I've got this from. This is out of the Farm Girl Vintage Laurie Holt's book. I do also have the Christmas, and I also have her Vintage too. All 3 of these books, all have come from the Stitchery at Dorset. I'm going to be talking about those again in a moment. They are just an amazing company. They really are. So next week, this week, sorry, I have already organised and picked my block. and I'm actually making the mama hen block. I can't show you it because I don't know if it's on the, it will be on the front. So basically it's that one there, the mama hen book, because on the actual page you have all the measurements and everything. Oops, sorry, let me pop that back there without trying to move you. There you go. So yes, I am really chuffed, as I say. So if there's anybody new that doesn't know, I'm making this quilt, one quilt out of the two vintage, the two girl, what's it called? Farm Girl vintage books. I'm mixing them both together to make one big quilt. Sorry, excuse me. And now anybody that know Laurie Holtz, she does bright white, and that's not me, I'm afraid. When it comes to my knitting, I go crazy with colours. Absolutely, the crazier I can get my colours, the better it is with knitting. With quilting and cross stitch, I'm so muted down. I've tried to do bright and I just can't get it in my head at all. So if you notice, you see, I have actually got all cream background. I have chosen plain, and then because obviously the stash is suits what your choice is, you know, it's why you buy it. So my actual personal stash is all like muted and toned down. So but I am really pleased with this. Really pleased. So yes, so that is the, oh damn, back in a moment. So that is the quilting. Right then, cross stitch. As I say, out of the new spring punch needle primitive stitcher, which I get from the Patchwork Rabbit, I chose, as soon as it came out, that was it. I said to Glenn, there was so much in this edition, it was hard to choose, but eventually I chose to do this little sampler. Now I've never actually done a sampler before, so this is my first one, and this is a Leela Me Designs, and it's called Sampling of Spring. It's funny, isn't it? Now I'd never used the original. I always photocopy my working copy. I do on anything, give us a pattern or anything, then I mark off to go along and then put it in the shredder when I've finished. Now when I actually had the pattern on my lap tray and I was stitching away and everything, I loved the fact that you've got the lowercase and the uppercase in the alphabet, but when you get down to here, look, XYZ are just XYZ. You've got no small ones. I noticed it when I got down there. I'd been stitching on that all that time, and now I got to the W and I went, Glenn, I went, wow, look, there's not any little ones with them free. Oh dear. Right, I actually did mine on a piece of oatmeal that I picked up last year in the charity shop, and I have actually changed quite a lot of the colours, but I am so pleased with it. Let me see, where's my here you go, might be easier. Let's take that teapot off and put that there. Then lay you flat. It does need a bit of an iron again. That's better. Look at that. So yes, the words was the call for colour, and I think everything else I just did. If you notice as well, now I detest backstitch. When I was doing, you know, cross stitch and that really big, you know, like I am now basically, in the 90s, everything had a backstitch on it, and that used to drive me mad, absolutely crazy. So then when you actually pick it up now, in these years, nothing has backstitch. Oh, and it's bliss, absolutely bliss, especially if you're going through, going over to the American designers. They don't do backstitch, and it's absolutely amazing. But now this is DMC, the actual bright white. I can't remember, it's a special number, sorry, I can't remember what it is. And because I've got a lighter fabric, I just got one thread of the DMC backs of the words and just backstitched round the wings, just so you can see that they are bees and they are it is coming out. Also the rabbit there, the actual called for colour was too close to my fabric. It took about 3 or 4 attempts for me to actually get a thread that I liked the colour of. And yeah, so I went for that for the bunny. The teapot, they said do the same as the bunny, so I did that. But yes, now Glenn came up with a good finishing idea, so I'm hoping to get this finished. Another thing finished, so I'm hoping to get another dress cut out, not sewn together, I can't guarantee that, but at least cut out, and I'm hoping to get this finished. If it won't be this week, it will be next week. So you know, we have an idea and we're going to see how it goes. But yes, it was nice that Glenn got involved with that. So yeah, that's the original, and as I said, it came out of the New Spring Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. I love this magazine. Oh, there's just so much in this one. It's just funny actually, because you get the you get one, like I got the spring, oh I can't wait for the summer. So, you know what I mean, it's you're always on the, oh I can't wait for the next one. But no, I absolutely am really pleased with that. Now I am hoping to, I have got it kitted up. Here we go. My lovely friend Anne, who is a viewer, so hi Anne, gifted me, as you'll know, a few weeks ago, some beautiful American magazines and some patterns. And in amongst the patterns, I was, because I'd finished that one at the weekend, I was looking at what I could do next. And this is a Plum Street Samplers, and I've never done one of theirs. And I thought, oh, I'll give it a go. And it's called Count Twice. So I just think that's lovely. So on there's got count twice, stitch once. And I just think that is lovely. So I have got a piece, another piece. This is a 16 count. And this is an off-white piece of Ada that yet again I picked up from the charity shop last year. And I've picked my own over dies here that I've got in stock. One of them that actually was called for was the old gold. That's her dress, and her face is a called for. And I think them two were, but I think then the rest of these weren't. And that's what I love, you see, about it these days. It was really weird because when I first started, it's as if you had to have everything exactly what it has written down, where these days you can swap and change your colours. Oh, I just love it. Love the cross stitch. This lovely ring, because I ring mine as well. And this lovely little bling was made from my lovely friend Viv, which is Sit and Knit with Vivette. She has a YouTube channel as well. And I think she does. I think you also have her own Etsy shop. But she gifted me this one, this ring and this pink bling, and I've got, oh, my blue one. I'll be showing you my blue one in a moment. But oh, I just love them, absolutely love them. So I'm going to be starting this either this afternoon or it will be tomorrow. And in here in my little pouch is where I keep all my other little bits and bobs. But yes, I am actually looking forward to starting this. I think it's going to be a lovely stitch. So I've got that all done. And also, because I have a floor stand that sits in front of you, and I said to Glenn, when it's sat in front of me like that, because I have all my like scissors and everything and the pattern on my lap tray, I said I can't put my legs up. So we were trying to work a way where we can have it coming from the side, but the actual piece wasn't long enough. So we sat there yesterday and we were trying to work it out, and I went, I've got two of these. I said, why can't we take the front bit off and add another piece of that so it comes over here? We did it and it worked. So what I'm going to be doing is, obviously because I've got nothing on there at the moment, is so hopefully during the week we'll get a photograph of what we did. And I tell you what, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So it comes over the side, and then I've got my magnifier that comes over here, and I'm sorted. Feet up, lap tray on my lap. Absolutely brilliant. Right then, okay. Now, let's get to the serious stuff. I have just had a look on the website of the Fat Quarter Shop, and on June the 2nd, they are starting a new stitch along. Now, I've never taken part in any stitch alongs, so this is going to be new to me. and I do know that they have a lot of stitch alongs. But my friend Teresa and I, we fell in love with the flea market flowers, which is the new design from Laurie Holtz. I was talking, we were both, Teresa and I had our, you know, face to face with our phones and that on Wednesday. And then all of a sudden Teresa messaged me. I was up here in my room and she went, I found like this. Anyway, she'd found this place and I went, wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So anyway, we ordered the pattern. As you can see, we got it. I'm so excited to start this. I really am. I just can't believe it. And we actually got it from the stitchery at Dorset, where I got these from. Now, I have actually phoned up Sarah just a minute ago because I looked on her, well, I phoned her up and then she phoned me back because she was busy with a customer. But anyway, the, it's throwing me now. Let's have a look. Right, yeah. So, and unfortunately, the shop, their website was out of stock. So I wanted to ask any information if they were going to get any more in stock. They are. She ordered another batch of these this morning. So if anybody wants to take part, they are £12.50. Everything with the stitchery at Dorset is postage free. So you don't pay no postage. It comes in a couple of 3 days, depending if it's best to order it in the morning so you catch that day's pickup. And I will say they do these, they do all her other, Laurie Holt's other cross stitch patterns. They do her quilt patterns. Obviously, they do her books. So, you know, I'd already found them for the books, but now Teresa has found them for the cross stitch. We are all sorted over here, basically, in the UK. Now, as I said, Sarah did an order this morning and they will be here. She did say that they will be here in a week's time, okay? Because obviously she's got to rely on the US to send them over and blah, 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 blah. So they are definitely going to get some more. So please be patient and go over to them. They are absolutely brilliant. And in my, I got a lovely, lovely little note from Sarah, which was lovely. And she also sent me a little key ring, and I think that's absolutely lovely. So thank you, Sarah. And obviously they're lovely to talk to, but they also do have their own website, but they also sell all these as well on an Etsy shop as well, which yet again I'm sure yeah, it is, yeah, it's postage free. So yeah, so if you want to hop on, the actual stitch along, which is run by the Fat Quarters shop, starts on the 2nd of June. So Teresa and I are all getting ready for the 2nd of June. And it's a 6-week stitch along. Now, I have actually looked on their website earlier on before recording, and they are actually doing this in sections. So I think this part here is the first week, and then you go like that. But there is a layout actually on the actual page, but I have screenshot it. So what I will do, I'm going to pop that at the end so you can see what we're doing and all that lot. So honestly, it's going to be so much fun. So as I have said, because if you see yet again with Laurie, it's all bright and colourful. And she's got her white background. She has actually done hers on a 25 count Lugana, which I do like. I am getting used to working with it more. And I already had a piece of Lugana, which is, I can't remember what this is called. I got this from the Wool Warehouse, believe it or not. This 25 count Lugana. And I can't remember for the life of me what colour it was called. So I've actually gone down, sorry, and let me get it out for you. Mocha, I think that's what this was called when I ordered it. So yet again, I've toned it down. Now I've got all the colours it's set in stash, except for there was 2 of the new collection of DMC, because it's all DMC, and I haven't actually got the new collection yet. And then there was one other one that I just didn't have, because I am actually going for all cool full colours, but on a smaller piece, on a deeper coloured piece of Lugana. So yes, that is my plan. Right, so as you can see, I've got them all on my ring with my bit of bling there that my friend Viv made me. And she also sent me some of these cards. So what I'm going to start doing is taking these off the bobbins and actually start properly carding them. And I think they're going to be easier to find and all that lot. So I'm going to be doing that as I'm working with them. Now, the other colours, I got, let's think, 2 of them from the Patchwork Rabbit, but they didn't have the 3rd colour, so I went over to Lakeside Needlecraft, I think it is another one that does the DMCs and the overdyes, but this is all DMC. So what a brilliant colourway, and I think that actually is going to stand up. The only one I am worried about, which I didn't have, I'm waiting on, is this. I'm hoping that that dark mocha is going to be just right for this piece here. If not, I'm just going to have to see if I can find a lighter shade of this. But I don't want to go too light because I like to tone things down. And as you probably all know by now, I have to match everything. As I've said before, it all has to be matchy-matchy in my little world. And so I thought, right, so now I've got all that ready for June. The threads have been dispatched. Oh, and I've also ordered a flower stitch needle minder from the same company as I got my Halloween ones from. So when that comes, I will show you that. So that will go with that. And I thought, well, I've got to make a new project bag, a new pouch, cross stitch notions pouch, and obviously a what they call, because I can always grime guard, because I always want to call them a grim guard. So I have got the grime guard made, and this is the fabric choice, and I thought, yes, flowers, and it goes nicely with my fabric. I sometimes wish I didn't have to do this, but I just have to do it. So this is all out of my personal stash. So I've got that done. Now, when it comes to the project bag, I'm going to use the same fabric for the front and the back. And then I'm also got enough here to do the notions pouch. This is going to be the flap at the top, because my project bags have flaps at the top. And this, it's a bit of a moder moment, actually. These are all moders, I just noticed that. This is going to be my lining, and this also will be the lining for the notions pouch. So when they are actually all finished, as I said, I have to be matchy-matchy, and it all matches with that, and it looks nice with this. So when I actually get it all completely made, I will show you all. I even know what poppers I'm going to put on it. Bit bad, really, isn't it? So yes, so if anybody is interested in it, so as I say, Teresa and I, we're definitely doing it. It was hard for us to decide, the pair of us, whether to wait until June or start it early. But then we thought, no, at least it'll give us time to, get it all kitted up and all ready. And as you can see, I'm nearly there. I'm just 3 threads missing. And I can't wait. I'm so excited. So anyway, just to recap, it's a 6-week stitch along with the Fat Quarter Shop, and it is the, where's the pattern again? Flea Market Flowers, and it starts on the 2nd of June. For your pattern, go to the stitchery at Dorset, Stitchery Dorset. Brilliant. Well worth waiting for her to get it in stock, I tell you, because postage free, good price, and all round. Right then, okay, I have had a little bit of naughty, as you know. I've already had shown you the pattern, and I've ordered stuff which will be in next week. And this arrived this morning. I haven't actually had time to test it, so I will be when I work my mama hen block on Sunday. I will hopefully I will be using this and give you an opinion. But this is the Quilter's Clapper that I got from Love Sew UK, and as I say, it arrived this morning. It is so well made, and the wood, oh my god, I showed it to Glenn because he used to turn wood, and he said it just feels beautiful in your hands. It really does. It's tactile. It's lovely. But yeah, it's actually got on a quilter's clapper. But as we all know, the clappers have been out for centuries. You know, tailors were using these. So yeah, I'm hoping to have a little video that I'm going to record to show you how I actually mark my fabrics. So I could do that at the weekend actually, and then I'll add it on to Monday, but we'll see how I go. And then you'll be able to see me using the clapper as well. But yeah, I really am chuffed with this, and I'm glad I got one. Right then, okay, I think that is absolutely everything. Oh yes, I just, in the pictures at the beginning, you will see that there is a post box, and just up the road we were going to get Glenn's prescription, and we couldn't believe it. We were just up from the chemist. Somebody had yarn bombed this the top of this post box, and we were so chuffed. So Glenn quickly got out of the car, and he took some photographs for me so I could let everybody know. I've never ever seen, because we're only a little town, but I've never seen any yarn bombing before in this town. So I'd love to know who actually did it. I really would, because there's been some work put into that, and I think it looks beautiful. It really brightens up the street, because oh, it just catches your eye when you're driving past. It's absolutely brilliant. So okay then, that's it I think for today. As I say, there's been a lot of crafting, so there's a lot of finishes. Oh, I'll just quickly mention what I'm doing now is, if you noticed, I haven't cast on another pair of socks. So what I have decided to do is concentrate on my Stevie Westy honeycomb shawl. I'm halfway through it now. I was working on it yesterday, and that is the only thing I have on the needles, nothing else. And I said to Glenn this morning, I said, what I would like to do is get that finished, because obviously the bigger it gets, because it's big now, it's going to be a big shawl. It's big now, and I don't want to be stitching it in the summer and having that laying on my lap. That's going to be too much. It really is. So I'm getting it done now in the spring, and then in the summer I'll be doing the little socks, because I think in the summer I'm an all year rounder with knitting, and I do like knitting socks in the summer because they're small and they don't lay all over you like a shawl. So and then I actually do a lot more of the dressmaking and the sewing and the quilting, and you know, English paper piecing. I've got some ideas for that coming along. You know, so yeah, I think it's you know, I've got to get that finished, so I'm gonna be knitting away like crazy all week. So I'll be showing you, because I have put my progress keeper where I started it new from where you saw it last time. And yes, so we will see how far I can get in a week really with it. As I say, I'm halfway through. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so much. But with it being just that one thing on the needles, yeah, and obviously I'm going to be cross stitching and sewing and stuff like that, so I will have other stuff to show you. Okay then, right, I think, yeah, yeah, I think that is everything, absolutely everything for this week. So as I said, you know, if you want to join Teresa and I, you know, and obviously the Fat Quarter Shop is doing theirs over there, but we can be doing something over here as well, I'm sure. If you want to join Teresa and I on the 2nd of June, yeah, definitely, you know, come along, and because I'm well looking forward to starting it. I really am. As I say, it's my first stitch along. It is going to be exciting, and that's a lovely one. So all right then, anyway, I better go. I'm only rambling now. So I will see you next Monday, and please take care, stay safe, and thank you ever so much for all your support and your lovely messages, and I will see you next week. Happy crafting. Bye.